I'll be right with you, Miss Anders. Hey, you're that new talent scout for the Johnny K show, huh? You can't have been working for him too long. You don't have any unusual facial tics. But you do have something caught in between your teeth. Yeah, you got it. You know, we're all really excited about Johnny doing his anniversary special here at the club, especially the Improv's founder, Bud Friedman, who's also known as Mount Baldy. Don't say anything. Bud is so nervous about being on TV, he actually went out and got himself a new monocle. He spared no expense. This one actually has a prescription in it to make his eyesight better. What? Johnny's not sure about having Bud introduce him on the show? Oh man, that Johnny K sure knows how to break someone's heart. Or whatever it is that Bud has in there.
Shirley, my ice cubes are getting lonely.
Listen, I'm waiting on Angela the agent right now, which is a full-time job. I gotta get somebody to cover for me, so I'll come back and find you, okay? Okay, great. Angela Anders is the best agent in town. She's such a good salesperson, she could convince Michael Jackson he's had enough plastic surgery. She's always trying to get somebody on stage. If only I could get on her good side. This might be a good time to meet her. She's still perpendicular to the ground, but, you know, it's your call.
Aren't you the new talent scout for the Johnny K show? Hello? Don't bother to answer, I already know. I've been checking up on you. You don't get to be where I am without knowing the ropes, or the handcuffs, or where the best leather harness for the money is. Shirley, where's that drink?
Be nice to her, she can really help us out. My friend here will buy you a drink, Angela.
Ah. You want to buy me a drink? How refreshing. The last time somebody bought me something, Saturday Night Live did a sketch with a punchline. I'll take sex on the beach.
Sorry, all I've got tonight is a French kiss on the sofa.
I just wish one time I could get something around here without somebody making a damn joke.
Here's your drink. And it came faster than your last lover.
Cute. I'll speak to Bud about you. Tell him what a great waitress you are. Now get out of here. I want to sit by myself and fantasize about having sex with Jim Carrey. He's so double-jointed.
Well, I'm not sure how that went, are you? Yeah, maybe you're right. Why don't we just keep looking around? Gupta's from Calcutta, so he knows what it's like to be hungry. He was a comic in another life. In this life, he has a steady job. He was a big star in his native land. He had a sitcom called Too Many Flies. He's an expert in third world cuisine. You should try his very Mahatma hot chicken wings. But seriously, he really knows the ins and outs of the club.
Oh, hello. Would you like some of my special mango cheesecake? Is today's dessert special? Take it. You might need it. You never know. Tomorrow there might be a famine. You have to come to the right place if you are looking for new comics. I was a big comic in Calcutta. Very successful. I was so successful. I ate 3 meals a week. Bud convinced me to come to Hollywood to do evening at the Improv. I'm still waiting.
This is Bud's table, where all the bigwigs sit. You know, William Shatner, Burt Reynolds, Cy Sperling. Bud Friedman is known as the father of modern comedy, and several illegitimate children. He has a silent partner, Mark Lano. They call him the silent partner because he once had his jaw wired shut. Not by choice, Bud did it to him while he was sleeping. Anyway, Bud's really excited about Johnny doing his show from here. I think he expects Johnny to let Bud introduce him.
Oh, hi! Shirley, get me some Dom, please. What kept you? You know, Johnny K and I go way back. He used to come down to the New York Club and work out all the time. I even managed him for a while. I'll never tell you this, but I wrote all his best stuff. I'm so happy Johnny chose to do his anniversary special here. I'm kind of hoping he'll let me introduce him. You know, I can understand why Johnny would want to come here and tape. Stars are still coming into the club all the time. Why, just the other night we had Fanny Flagg right here at this table. Hey, Shirl, why don't you get some Dom for Johnny's friend?
Wow, he's really impressed with you. Maybe now is a good time to hit him up for a spot. Hey, Bud, how about putting me on tonight?
Sure, why not?
Really?
No, I'm putting her on, get it? She's a nice girl, Shirl, but still strictly 12 a.m. But don't you worry, I've got my eye on you. And my monocle.
Still strictly 12 a.m., huh? He hasn't seen my act for years. Well, let's keep looking around. Something's bound to click. Guess what Dolan wants to be when he grows up? Too slow. A comic. What a surprise. If he were smart, he'd go into an easier profession, like nuclear physics. Unfortunately for us, he's funny. I mean, you know, for a guy. I'm only saying that because I'm jealous. We better watch out for him.
Hey, Shirley, nice hairdo. What did, you just roll out of bed or is someone mowing your head?
Yeah, who put together your outfit, Mr. Blackwell's evil twin?
And she's my best friend. You know who I am. I'm the best comic in this joint. So you're asking yourself, why is he holding a clipboard and saying name, please, right? I'll tell you why. I'm an acquired taste, like artichoke hearts. You know? And I know it's hard to like a food that has the word choke in it. But hey, in the right antipasto, huh? And I'm in luck tonight, because someone just canceled their spot. And I got something on Bud. It's gonna make him give me whatever I want.
What do you got on Bud?
I know that Bud tells everybody that he writes all of Johnny's best jokes.
Yeah, well, everybody knows that.
Everybody but Johnny. And I'm gonna blow the whistle on him because some comic canceled and I'm gonna get the spot. There's Bud now.
Oh no! Dolan's so desperate to get his big break, he'll do whatever it takes to get on. Yes, well, I would too, but not in front of you. Do something quick. Use your influence.
This for me? I don't know who you are, but I can't live without you. I can give you everything you've ever wanted. Come meet me at Baskin-Robbins on Beverly Boulevard. Roseanne. I gotta go.
Wow, great backstab. I see a big future for you in show business. Abe's been in show business so long, his first appearance was on a cave wall. He and Bud go way back. He even knew Bud when Bud had hair. If anybody knows where Bud's soft spot is, or if he even has one, it's Abe.
That's no lady, that's my wife. And another thing.
Abe, wake up! The middle act is stealing your jokes.
He can't do that, they're already stolen. I'll have another seltzer. Not on me, on them. Oh. Wipe yourself off. Just a little joke we play. Everyone's a comedian in this joint. So you want to know how to get you-know-who...
Shirley.
Whatever, to you-know-where. I'd say the word, but I hate that goddamn music. You give me $100, I'll tell you. All right, give me 50. All right. You look like a nice kid, so I'll give you a hint. The reason Bud started this club was so he'd have a place to go on stage where no one could tell him to get off. If I were you, I'd make sure Johnny puts him in the show. And hey, kid, while you're at it, put in a good word for me.
Bud's in a good mood tonight. His monocle looks especially sparkly.
Oh, you're still here. You know, champagne always puts me in a good mood. It makes me think I still have hair. But I'm a little anxious about whether Johnny's going to let me introduce him tonight. His office just called and he said he wanted to talk to me, but they didn't say about what. I know I'm not the funniest club owner in the world, but I thought Johnny wouldn't forget who gave him a start. You know, when I started the Improv in New York City, Liza and Bet and Barbara, they came in all the time and asked for advice. I remember Liza asked me, Bud, should I do Cabaret or Heaven's Gate? I told her to do Heaven's Gate. I'll bet you didn't know that Heaven's Gate was supposed to have a musical number. Oh, Shirley, did I ever tell you how I made Robin Williams' career? I told him to give up those silly voices and be himself. Wouldn't listen. Excuse me. Hello.
What else do you have in your bag of tricks? Maybe we can get Bud to give me that spot after all. Perfect! I didn't know cheesecake could keep in a briefcase.
Well, I just spoke to Johnny K, and he wants me to do the show after all. I don't know what you said to him, but I owe you a big one. Shirley, where'd this cheesecake come from?
Well, Bud, I saved you a piece of mango cheesecake and I wanted to give it to you.
Gee, thanks. It's my favorite.
Bud, the showroom manager just asked me what we were going to do about the canceled spot. And I said, I don't know. And he said, oh no, we're all going to die.
Thank you, dear. She's here in the work release program. The canceled spot. I was going to give the spot to Angela's client, but she passed out before she could tell me which client she meant. Then I was going to give it to Dolan, but he did a Houdini and disappeared. Shirley, be ready to go on in 5 minutes. Is that Lano? Get the dogs.
We did it! Thanks. I'll never forget you for this. What was your name again?
Oh, Shirley, well, tonight's the
Thank
night.
you.
I know you're going to do
I'm so excited.
So, Shirley finally made it to the big time.
Can you believe it? She asked me to cover her tables while she did Johnny's show.
They never remember, do they? What was your name again?
Let's have a nice round of applause for a very funny young woman, Shirley Feckler.
Hi, everybody. Any single people in the audience tonight by applause? Thank you. That's right, you animals. Let out that mating cry. Just want to say to all the single people in the audience tonight that there is hope, and I am the proof. Because my boyfriend, who I've been living with for the last 5 years, has finally made me a proposal. He said, leave this house and I won't friggin' kill you. So I did. I can take a hint. The only problem was when we first started dating, we were really in love. So we went out and we got these matching tattoos. His name was Ed. I got a tattoo that said, Shirley loves Ed. Then when we broke up, it really cost too much to have the tattoo removed, so I had to have it altered. Now I'm stuck with a tattoo on my ass that says Shirley loves head. But you know, it pays to advertise. But I was really pissed off when we broke up, and I decided I'm going to get my revenge on him, and I found out the best way. I've decided I'm going to get my revenge on my ex-boyfriend by becoming a lesbian and sleeping with all the women he wants to sleep with. I know a lot of you guys are thinking, gosh, that's really mean. Can I watch? I'll tell you something. I never thought I'd get married in the first place, and I think that's because I was really affected by the times in which I was born, because I was born during the 60s. And the images of women have really changed since then. Because when I was a little girl back in the 60s, the biggest role model for women was Gloria Steinem. Now, remember Gloria Steinem? She made history when she said, burn your bra! Burn your bra! Since I've been an adult, the biggest role model for women has been from Madonna, who made history by wearing a bra that could poke your friggin' eye out. I've really had enough from her, man, with the books, the movies, the TV, and all that stuff. I feel like the next thing I'm going to see from Madonna is her uterus, and I'm really frightened. But on the other hand, I do have to say that I think that Madonna single-handedly brought breasts back into fashion. And I'm glad about that, because I happen to have a couple which frankly weren't pulling their weight before. And my breasts are my favorite appendage. I'll tell you why. They're the one part of my body I don't have to work out on, I don't have to go on a diet for. I just put them in their harness and point them in the right direction. Well, one thing that does worry me, though, is that I'm beginning to notice that I inherited the shape of my bosoms from my Jewish grandmother. Yeah, she's 86 now. With her breasts, she can sing the Do Your Ears Hang Low song. She can tie him in a knot. She can tie him in a bow. If she throws him over her shoulder, it's like, Grandma, I'm behind you. And I spent a lot of time with my grandmother, too, when I was growing up, and I noticed even then that as she was getting older, she kept shrinking, and yet her breasts kept getting bigger, until I thought, her breasts are eating the rest of her. I I was worried. I thought somebody better do something, or else when she dies, we're just going to be burying these two mammoth tits. Man, I'm not kidding you. This woman's cup size is now approaching pi. I don't want that to happen to me, so I've been going to the gym, been, working out, go to the gym every day. Every day I go to the gym, I feel like a fool because I think to myself, isn't this what I used to cut in high school? Now I'm paying to be in humiliation and pain. I hated my high school PE teacher so much, I still have nightmares about her. Mrs. Schran. Mrs. Schran, who had to give up her dreams of being a woman's prison guard to teach volleyball to adolescents. And then there were all those unanswered questions like, whatever happened to Mr. Schran? It was actually whispered around the cafeteria that she dodgeballed him to death. Frightening thing is, she did it to him with his own balls. I think the thing about the gym that I don't like is that in order to get in shape, you got to do the same damn thing all the time, and it's boring. It's monotonous, It's like I go to the gym, I get on the running machine, and I'm running. I'm not running to anything. I'm not running from anything. And when I get there, I won't get anything. I'm thinking of quitting the gym and just hiring somebody to friggin' chase me. Thank you very much. Good night.
I was on the freeway and passed a guy with a sign, typical guy, I will work for food, another guy standing next to him with a sign, I will supervise that guy for a small snack.
I have a question for you. Where do homeless people have 95% of their accidents?
Great. Anyway, I'm a little depressed. I had to put my dog to sleep. I know, because I was going on vacation.
But I understand the police are using cayenne pepper spray now instead of mace, which I hear is delicious.
Recently, we did some focus groups, and we found out that my target audience is men my age who are me.
Some of my friends, half hour, 45 minutes a day putting makeup on. I don't have that kind of time, okay? I need that time to clean my rifle.
Every 5 years, everyone in America should be kicked out. Only the people who can get back in should be allowed to stay for another 5 years.
Could you imagine if I can turn people gay just by looking at them? Where would I start?
I've been married twice. Both my husbands are remarried and very happy, and they love each other very much.
I don't know. Here in L.A., I always meet these women like Sybil with one great personality and 15 really scary ones you find out about later.
So I stalked a few guys. Big deal. I mean, God, I won't be ignored.
I don't know. I didn't expect at this point in the 20th century to be begging a machine to take my change. Take my dollar. Don't spit it out. This is as flat as I can make the corner, please.